Today we have arguably the biggest and best LEGO news we've had in literally years. Hey guys, so over the last few days a lot of the big rumors have been dropping, and there is a long story for these rumors on why they weren't posted. Now Promobricks actually dropped a few of these on April 1st, and a lot of people of course were skeptical then if they were jokes or not because they seemed too good to be true. But we can confirm now that they were actually true, and since then, there have even been some other sets which have been rumoured and some details for those. But first we will start off with a set leak and our first look at an upcoming set. A brief warning, this set image will contain minor spoilers for the Mandalorian Season 3 finale, although there isn't really anything we can tell from this. And here it is, this is set 75348, the Mandalorian Fangfighter vs. TIE Interceptor with 957 pieces, retailing for $100 coming out on May 1st. And here it is actually a Fangfighter and actually a TIE Interceptor, and honestly, I think this set looks great. I mean, we've got of course two builds there, two iconic ships. At least the TIE Interceptor is definitely iconic, and I think that's captured really well in 2023. The Fangfighter I think is smaller than a few people were expecting. Of course it's a lot smaller than a Gauntlet Fighter, but that is accurate to what a Fangfighter is, and I think it is definitely appropriately scaled. As for minifigures, this set comes with 4, and I think overall it's kind of disappointing. There's only one actually named character as far as we can tell, which is the Mandalorian, same minifigure as in the Spider Tank set. And while we haven't seen the Mandalorian finale yet, and I'm sure that this will be an accurate selection, I still kind of wish we got some interesting characters in here. But the next one is an exclusive figure, and that is a Mandalorian Fleet Commander, as it's called, which is pretty cool. This figure's been leaked for a while now, and it will actually come with an unhelmeted face, so I guess that means that Bo-Katan will of course be searching for other Mandalorians, including ones that don't walk the way. As for the other minifigures, we of course have a TIE Pilot. That was going to be expected. There is probably some interesting face under there. It's probably still a reused one. I mean, they still have lots from that foosball table set, so hopefully we get a cool one from there. And the other minifigure is an astromech droid, R2-E6, who, I mean, it's trademarked. I haven't heard of the droid before, I'm assuming it's new, and that's pretty cool to see actually. I love Imperial astromech droids in black. I don't actually own one, so I'm pretty happy with this one. Still though, would happily trade it out for another more interesting named character. This set was found in stores by Flip Crypto on Instagram, and we didn't get the best look at it, but we do get a look at the back of the box here, just showing off the sets on some other angles. You can see some functions there, the interior of the Fangfighter just a bit there, it is quite flush, and some functions there even for the TIE Interceptor. You can see how it opens up, and I think overall it is very cool. Overall, I do really like this set. It's one that I definitely want to get. However, the priority has definitely gone low after the new rumors, and I think overall this isn't a day one buy for me, but it is still pretty cool and probably my most hyped May 1st set. Now we're going to be getting into the rumors, and when I say there's a lot, I mean a lot. I have 8 sets to talk about now. Now some of those are an update on just minifigures, some of them we are finding out that these sets exist for the first time ever, and these are coming primarily from 2 sources. Promobricks themselves, who first revealed it on April 1st, as well as Fluffy Sky 6 on Reddit, who also apparently maybe revealed them a few days before Promobricks, but no one really noticed for sure. Now all of these are very cool, and we'll be getting into all of them. We have sets for September, August, even the May 4th promos in here. We have just lots and lots of news, so let's get started. What was arguably the most hyped summer set was the 75359 Swamp Speeder, but of course that has changed after today, but we'll get to that. This set has 108 pieces and retails for $24.99 USD. However, that is rumored to be changing possibly. We're not sure yet. This will be coming out August 1st, and it was always speculated on what the minifigures will be, what Clone Legion will be included with these, whether it's a Captain Rex or not, and no, it's not Rex. Instead, it will actually be 3 32nd Troopers, which is interesting. There are 4 figures in the set, 3 32nd Troopers, as well as Captain Vaughn, which is great. I think they are going to have the helmet holes, that is pretty much confirmed by now. But finally getting more 3 32nd Troopers in basically a battle pack is pretty nice, and I am pretty supportive of this. It is basically a battle pack, just an extra price, which is kind of a shame, but still you are getting a named character as well, who is still a named clone, and can probably be changed out for another 3 32nd Trooper pretty easily. Sticking with August for just a little bit, we have a very quick update on the mix, and one in particular, Boba Fett one, which we now know is going to be an original trilogy Boba Fett, which I speculated. It's not going to be the same Mando vs. Boba that appeared in the Slave one, as well as the mix might be going up to $16 just like that. Microfighter of the N1, which I mean does make sense. It's a bit disappointing, but it does make sense there. and of course, this being Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary, I could assume that this is going to be a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. I cannot hold that though. I do hope so, and that's the only reason I'd maybe get this set, because I have the Empire Strikes Back one, I have the Mandoverse one, but I don't have a Return of the Jedi one. I'm just going to get the small sets out of the way, so I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Your May 4th promo is going to be 40591, a mini Death Star with 289 pieces. It's of course a gift with purchase coming out May 4th with that UCS X-Wing. It's going to be the May 4th promo. And yeah, there is rumored to be no minifigures in this set, so that is definitely disappointing. A big downgrade from last year. I don't think this set could be bad. It's just going to be a grey ball, and I mean, that's fine. Getting a mini one, I guess it's even midi scale like that Executor. So there are a lot more exciting promo ideas, and by that I mean a lot more, including the next set, which is actually an unknown set number. But this is going to be a promo sometime in fall, and this is going to be based on the holiday special. And no, not the 1978 holiday special, the LEGO Star Wars holiday special from 2020. Yeah, I don't know, I'm presuming this one is going to be coming out with either the buildable Chewbacca or that set later in the year, which we'll get to. But I don't see it. The figures included are meant to be Finn, Chewbacca, Rey, and BB-8, and it's going to be a diorama of sorts. I mean, it's a unique idea and cool to get 4 figures in a promo. I just don't see the appeal of this one specifically, but I mean, it is kinda cool to get unique figures maybe. It just seems really random, and this is leading to a slight speculation from me, but every year since 2020 they've had a new LEGO Star Wars special, and it wouldn't surprise me if they've made a holiday special too. Another one based around Life Day. Now of course, they did have a trilogy which ended up rather nicely with Summer Vacation, but it's kind of unclear if they're going to do more or not, and I think a holiday special too would make sense, and that just makes a bit more sense when paired with this promo. Now we're going to get into the big, very, very exciting sets. I'm sure a lot of you have heard these before, but I'll start off with the first one, which is set 75354, a Republic Gunship. Finally, this left 1,083 pieces and retail for $140, same price as the ATT interestingly, and will come out probably September 1st, but could be August. It's not really clear when. Now, this is a very interesting set because of course we've all wanted one for years now. It's needed a remake. We have the UCS one, but a Playscale one has been in dire need of a new edition, and we are finally getting it in 2023, which a lot of people did speculate, and this will be for the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars. Now, minifigures in a gunship are something which have been great every single time, and there's a lot of speculation for these. However, we do actually have rumors for what they are going to be, and honestly they're kind of disappointing. A lot of people will be excited for these though, but there are some weird choices here. Now, there are only 5 minifigures in this set, which is very sad. If you look at the ATT, there are of course 8, including battle droids, technically only 5 actual minifigures. But these minifigures are going to be based on, I guess, Coruscant, and we're going to be getting 2 Shock Troopers. There's going to be a Shock Trooper Gunship and Commander Fox in Phase 2 armor, which is very exciting. That's the exciting part. And then for the other 2 minifigures, it's very weird choices. We're going to be getting Chancellor Palpatine and Clone Wars Padme, which is just really weird. I don't see how these fit into a gunship, but I guess Coruscant themed it makes sense. I don't know, I just wish we kind of got more clones instead of them. I'm sure that the minifigures will be cool, and definitely some unique ones, but I just wish we got more minifigures on top of these. In addition to the minifigures, the build will also be based around the Coruscant Guard, which I think is kind of disappointing, honestly. It'll look like this in the dark red and white color scheme, and honestly I was just preferring a normal gunship. That's what I've always wanted, and to get a variant is just kind of disappointing to me. I know there is a market for gunship variants and a lot of people do like them, and I'm sure a lot of people will like this news, but to me this is just something disappointing. And if they were going to be doing a variant, I mean, this one's close enough and I'd prefer it to say the Munilist one, but the Coruscant Guard is just a really weird and obscure thing to make a whole set around. Maybe this is just a personal preference thing, but I do think a lot of people will agree with me on this, and I think if you have a gunship already, people will prefer this, but if you don't have a gunship like I think a lot of people, they'll prefer a regular one. Way it is the kind of thing where I'm just really excited to be getting a gunship in 2023, and that excitement doesn't stop with this set because the next setup is set 75357, The Ghost, from Star Wars Rebels itself, except the set is likely going to be based on Ahsoka. This will come with 1,394 pieces, retailing for $170 coming out September 1st. So I say it's based on Ahsoka because we do have the minifigure rumors, and it just lines up for Ahsoka more. I think a lot of people have assumed that, and it hasn't outright been rumored, but it is just pretty clear it is going to be based on the Ahsoka show. Now, the minifigures for this set are going to be very interesting, and again, spoilers ahead for Ahsoka. If you really care, there are a few characters in here which I think people would consider spoilers, but I think will show up in marketing. Anyways, we will get into that, you have been warned. Now, the first figure is of course Hera Syndulla. She's the pilot of the Ghost, that makes sense. Chopper, also like pretty obvious. Then we're getting Jacen Syndulla for the first time, which is very interesting. That's Hera and Kanan's son. Very excited by that one. Quarry, the Mon Calamari mechanic, we've gotten him as a minifigure before. It's just a really weird minifigure to be included. I guess he's in Ahsoka, which, I mean, sure, I guess. And then there is a fifth minifigure, which is going to be a dark-skinned character. However, they're not sure who it's going to be. It was rumored to potentially be Zare Leonis from Star Wars Rebels Grown Up, though we will have to wait and see on that, and maybe from marketing it will become more clear who this character is. The Ghost itself is one of my top 10 favourite Star Wars ships, and that set from 2014 is a set which I've always loved, also in my top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets of all time. So you can guess how excited I am for this set, and to have it based on Ahsoka as well is great. The price of $170, it is a lot, but I think it will be worth it at the end of the day. This will be bigger than that other Ghost as well. There's a piece count of over like 400 more than that original one. Pairing that information with the fact that the 2013 Gunship was also one of my favourite sets of all time that I never got, it's pretty clear that I'm excited for all of these new sets. And before, I wasn't really excited for any of the summer sets, but now this is like the best possible wave I could have asked for. There's honestly too many good sets that it's going to be hard to get all of them. Because yes, I think this summer wave is going to hurt your wallet now, and that's not what I would have said before, but it's changed now, and I think that's especially true with the next set, which is that UCS set, the big UCS set at the end of the year. And if you don't want your wallet broken, I'd say like skip this information, but I think you are going to want to hear this. Set 75367 is going to be a UCS Venator class Star Destroyer with 5,374 pieces retailing for $650 coming out in October. This is a set which I never thought I'd see LEGO do. It is going to be based on the Clone Wars as well, not even Revenge of the Sith. This is going to be a Clone Wars massive UCS set, one of the top 5 big UCS sets. It's on the same level as the Falcon, as the Star Destroyer, as the AT-AT, as the Razor Crest. It's going to be in that grouping now, and it's going to be from the Clone Wars. I would have never expected this. I don't think I'm going to believe it for a long time until I see that set. I'm going to even believe it when I see it. But wow, and you're going to be wowing even more when you hear the minifigures. But the fact that this is going to be like the same size as that Imperial Star Destroyer just astounds me. That LEGO would do this. I never thought that they would, but I'm very excited that they are. For minifigures, we are going to be getting only 2, which like doesn't annoy me honestly. The Imperial Star Destroyer only had 2, and these ones are by far way more exciting than that one, because we're getting 2 very cool characters. The first one being Admiral Yularen from the Clone Wars, the narrator himself, with the brown hair and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. But the next one is Phase 2 Rex. I mean, we knew we were going to get him eventually, and it is very annoying that he's behind a $650 paywall, but the fact that we're getting him is pretty cool, honestly. And yeah, people have been speculating it's going to be that same figure from the Skywalker Saga because of the rumored detail that he will have that inhibitor chip tape on the side of his head. And then people found that in the Skywalker Saga the model also has that. And there's also even like a copyright thing on this pauldron. I just think this minifigure is definitely going to be very similar, at least to the one we're getting in the set, which means arm printing as well. A quick detail with this set is that the UCS plaque is going to be printed, and that's not even exclusive to this set. It's going to be the same with the buildable Chewbacca and even the May 4th X-Wing, so all UCS and MBS sets with the plaques will be printed in the future. LEGO did say that they were going to do that last year, and they're finally following through this year. I'll give some updates on the 2 Ahsoka sets. The first one, 75362, is going to be the T6 Jedi Shuttle. I think a lot of people predicted that one. It's going to have 599 pieces and retail for $70. A pretty cheap set compared to the other ones, honestly, which is nice to see, and it will be a decent size as well. This will be coming out September 1st like the other Ahsoka sets, and this one is going to be based on that Jedi Shuttle from the Rebels epilogue, and we have confirmed it's going to be in the show. We know 4 minifigures are going to be included in the set, which is pretty good for $70 these days. set. It'll be Ahsoka and Sabine themselves with a new helmet as well, it says for both figures, which, I don't know, I can't see Ahsoka having a helmet, but maybe that means new head tails. We'll have to see on that, but both figures will have arm printing as well, which is very cool. Also, Hu Yang, the lightsaber droid, will be included. He was in the trailer from Star Wars Celebration behind closed doors last year, so it's cool to see him in this set with probably some new molds as well. And then a fourth character is said to be Inquisitor-like. If you follow leaks for this show, you know that this is going to be one of the new characters by the name of Shin, who is a female character with a red lightsaber. Don't know anything else on her, but I'm going to assume it's her in the set. Pretty excited for this set. I've always liked the ship. We've of course got a Lego version from the Clone Wars years and years ago. That one had 389 pieces, but that's from like a decade ago. So I don't know if that means it's going to be bigger or just a lot more detailed. I'm going to assume it's more detailed though, and probably around the same size, which is fair enough for the price as well. I'm pretty excited for this one though, overall, but it is of course not the only Ahsoka set we'll be getting. We're getting this one, the Ghost, and then a third set. This is going to be set 75364, it's based on Ahsoka, we don't know what this one is yet, but this will have 1,056 pieces retailing for $100 coming out September 1st. Now from news we do know a few details on this set, is that it will be slightly New Republic based at least, because there will be New Republic pilots included in the blue and white uniform, and what that signals to me is that I think I know what one of these figures are, and spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 3 if you haven't seen it yet, but you will know that Zeb did appear in there, and I mean it's pretty clear if they have him in there, he's going to show up in Ahsoka, and I think if it's New Republic based, of course, considering he's wearing that blue outfit as well, he's probably going to be in whatever this set is. Bring that mold back in an $100 set. I don't know what the build could be. We've gotten 2 ships already, so maybe it could be location based. I can't really see them doing an $100 location set. Of course, they've done it before and they've done more expensive ones, but still, I think some kind of ship makes more sense. Whether this is a hero ship or even a villain ship, because we've just gotten 2 hero ships so far, I don't know, we'll have to see. Like, I can't see them doing 3 hero ships, but it seems like that might be what they're doing. We just have to wait for more details on this one, and there is a chance that this could be a more spoilery set, but we just don't know enough right now. Very quick thing, the Tanu Jedi Temple got revealed a few days ago. You've all seen it by now though, I know you watch other YouTubers, and yeah, it's a full plus set coming out in June/July in the US for some reason. It's fine, it's probably the best full plus set we've ever gotten. I was going to talk about it in another video, and I still probably will, but I just thought I'd throw this in at the end of whatever this massive update is. And if we are to take one lesson away from this video, it's don't judge a book by its cover, or don't put your eggs in one basket. Something along those lines. Basically, the fact is that before this update we thought that the summer wave was gonna be shit, and turns out it wasn't. We got the sets which we wanted from the 3 unknown sets, and yeah, those are all the unknown sets gone now, and I mean, like, they were amazing. They were the best things at least I could possibly ask for, and it kind of shows not to judge something until you know what it fully is, and that's not excusing that the other sets are great now. Of course, there are still some bad sets in this wave, like the mechs, but I think overall it is going to be regarded as a pretty positive wave from those Ahsoka sets and the gunship. I'm very happy with these, and before, as I said, I wasn't planning on getting many, but now there are just a lot of really expensive sets which I need to get, which honestly I'm kind of annoyed about, but I mean, I can't blame them. I'm very excited for these upcoming sets. People have always said, and by people I'm very much including me, that the golden age of LEGO Star Wars was in 2013 to 2014, but if you look back, you will have heard me saying over the last year or so that I think we're entering another golden age, and I think this proves it. When I think of 2013 and 2014 sets, the first 2 I think of are the Gunship and the Ghost, for the 2 sets that I missed, as well as, I guess, the Ewok Village. But, like, the fact that those 2 are getting remade just proves to me that we are going to be entering this golden age, and we've had perfect sets which we couldn't have gotten before. Like, think about the Scythe. We've gotten, of course, the new ATT remake that was great. We got Phase 2 Cody. We got Mando's in one as a pretty good set. I mean, there's just lots and lots which I could get into, but we don't have time for that. You get the point. I'm just very excited about the future of LEGO Star Wars, and I think overall a lot of people are going to be, but of course, please let me know your thoughts down below. Are you hyped for the future of LEGO Star Wars? Are you hyped for these sets? However, yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.